Today I'm going to take you through a short tutorial on how to use Jing. Jing is a screen capture and screencasting tool. I'm sure your first thought is, I already have those tools, why are you showing me this? But give me just a few minutes to convince you that Jing has added benefits than what you're already using. First is the annotation features that they offer in the screen capture. Second is the storage and sharing options. And third is just the ease of use. And ease of use is key when you're trying to encourage other people to use new technology tools. So first you need to go to their website and download the application. I've already done that. So after it's downloaded, up in the top right, you'll see a little sun. And when you hover over that sun, it'll bring up a few different options. One is the settings, the second is the history, which we'll go over in a minute, and the first one is capture. So automatically, it's super easy, it's always here, and you can just click and capture. So that brings up the crosshairs, so let's go ahead and capture this website. And so when we do that, at the bottom of the screen, we have two different options. First is to capture an image or to capture a video. So let's go ahead and capture it as an image. And then it brings it up into the Jing editor. And I think this is really what sold me on this tool. Normally when you screen capture, you need to bring it over into Microsoft Word and it's added steps in the process. But here's the editor. You can go ahead and use the most common features that you're going to use. You can do an arrow to say, right here's the free download. You can add text to say, click here to download. You can highlight different things just to make sure that they see exactly what you're talking about. So let's say we're done with annotating. Now we have a few different options to store and share this. At the bottom again, we have an option to copy, so you can still copy and paste it into a Word document or whatever else you're using. You can just save it to your computer for later, or I think one of the most interesting options is to share with screencast.com. So let's go ahead and try that. It's uploading. And here we go. So we can view it on screencast.com. And then instead of having to download the file, especially if we do a video, one of the benefits of putting it online is that you can just grab this and copy and paste the URL and send it to whoever you're working with or post it on your website. Additionally, Jing keeps a history of everything that you've worked on this second sun right here. So let's click on history, and you can see all the different screen captures I've done. This is great organization for me because typically I save all of my screen captures on my desktop and then go through and just have to delete them all. So this is a really nice feature that Jing keeps them in the history. They also do a screencast the same way where you just go to the capture and you just choose capture video. So same process, but I do just want to spend a minute talking about how I think this can impact education. So the most obvious use is tutorials. In one of the courses that we run is an FDA regulation course, and I noticed that the instructor was just posting screen captures into a Word doc, and some of the web pages were really long, so she had to post this 9-page document of all these different captures. So having a really easy to use screencast tool would really benefit her to create a video instead of posting all of these documents. A few other ways that I saw teachers using these tools is to give feedback to students on homework. So they were talking through their comments rather than just writing them down, or explaining how to do a math problem. Additionally, when moving towards a flipped classroom model, if you do live screencasting, you can capture kind of small chunks of your classroom and then save them for next year to start incorporating flipped classroom. And I think this takes down the big burden of feeling all the upfront video recording obligations. So I hope that this has convinced you to try out Jing and get rid of your old screen capture. I hope you will also find added value from the annotation features, the storage and sharing, and the ease of use.